7 budget rules in. I mean, how many more do we need to do, Sophia? Well, you guys, there's just one more budgeting rule that I want to put before you. And guess what? I think this is one that you're absolutely going to love. And not only are you going to love it, it's going to empower you in the most impactful way when it comes to your finances and your budgeting process. So if you're ready, let's go. The Debt Demolisher TV with Sophia Melone. Hi, everyone. It's Sophia Melonē, the Debt Demolisher, here to bring you the tools, tips, and tricks to help you manage your financial baggage the right way. What an honor and privilege it is to be before you all for yet another episode drop here on the Debt Demolisher TV, where we are bringing our conversations to budgeting rules to a slight conclusion. Yes. So far, we have gone over 7 different budgeting rules. And this budgeting rule, I firmly believe, is one that you just might enjoy. But not only you might enjoy it, it could cause you to think a little bit more differently around how you're spending and why you're spending, and also wanting to realign and adjust some of the percentages within your categories. So what is this big secret rule? What is this big astronomical empowering rule that you're trying to share with me, Sophia Melonē? Just let me know. Well, guys, that rule is create your own. Create your own. Yes, we have rules that have been created by people. We have rules that have been said to be the best rules by those who are empowered in the financial education space, empowered in the financial advising space, empowered in the atmosphere of helping people with their finances. But here is the truth of the matter. Personal finances is personal. So the way you spend may not necessarily fall into any of the 7 different budgeting rules that we went over these past few days. And if you missed any of those budgeting rules, I want to invite you to go ahead and click and watch one of them, because I can't click all of them, but you can definitely find one and work your way back and look at all of the different videos that's talking about our budgeting rules. Because I know that personal finances are personal, I know that there isn't a cookie cutter approach that all of our different scenarios may be able to fit just within these 7 different rules. So with the create your own approach, you get to decide, you get to establish, you get to confirm what you want your percentage to be for that particular area. Because personal finances are personal, and because one category to you may mean more to a different category or that same category by someone else who is a financial advisor, or by someone else who is a single parent, or by someone else who is a childless working adult. So when you look at your own expenses, when you look at your own activity, when you look at what categories you want to be able to include inside of your budgets, you want to look at, okay, how much am I willing to spend in this particular area? What is going to be my max in this particular category? And you get to choose what your percentages will be. Inside of the monthly budget versus actual, I have the template set up whereby, based on the different categories that are within the template, it allows you, based on your inputs, to calculate what your percentage is for that particular area, based on your budgets as well as your actual. And then in that, there is a suggested range that's also referenced inside of the template to share with you all to say, hey, this is your category. You might want to see if you can fall within this particular range, but it does not mean that you have to comply with it. It does not mean that you have to comply with the suggested range. What the My Budget Outline and what the monthly versus actual template is designed to do is to help you look at your activity from a spending perspective and actually see from percentage point or from a percentage standpoint, how much of your income is going into these different buckets. How much of your income is going into these different buckets. And if you are okay with the percentage that you are seeing, then by all means, operate from whatever your percentages are showing up for based on you putting those numbers inside of the template. Now, on the other hand, if you are not comfortable with the percentages that you're seeing, then that is when you want to go into your strategic mode to really identify, how can I realign this income so that it can fall within the specific categories in which I want it to be able to fall within percentage-wise. So the percentages are designed to serve as almost like a red flag, almost like a cautionary method, almost like a identifier to let you know if you're still on the right path or if you may have to do some adjustments. Because when it comes to the space of doing our budgets, it's not something that we do once and sit to the side and never look at again. When you do your budgets, it's something that you should constantly be reflecting on. Because if you wait until the ending of the month, you may come to a point where you could have course corrected something 15 days ago, but you failed to look at it 15 days ago. And so now at this point, at the ending of the month, it's too late. It's too late. So take these lessons that we have been going over the past week and almost a half around the budgeting rules, and then use this video to say, hey, I've listened to all of the other videos. I've listened to all of the different budgeting rules. I'm not sure where I quite fall. I don't know if I fully align with this. I don't know if I fully agree with this. Calculate your own so that you can be able to see what your own percentages are. And if you're comfortable with the buckets that that percentage is accounted for. And you can even establish your own percentages per bucket. So there was a video that I released on the channel that talked about your different budgeting categories. I'm going to go ahead and link that right here for you guys to be able to go back and see it if you missed it. And when you look at your budgeting categories, it's at that point that you can begin to identify your percentage allocations. Because all we know is that we have to work backwards from 100. Because if you know you have 100% of your income, your 100% of your income should then be placed within these respective buckets. So look at your budgets, look at your budgeting categories and see, based on you, based on your preference, based on your lifestyle, based on your giving ability, based on what you feel is being led in your heart for you to do, for you to be able to identify what your percentage range should be, what you want to target it to be for each category. Because once you have your targets, then you can be able to calculate your actuals. And then once you are able to look at the difference between the target versus the actual, that's when you can make some changes inside of your actual budgeting approach. Meaning the actual expending and the actual income that's coming in for your budgeting for that particular month or future months. So was this fun for you all, or was this not fun for you all? You can be completely honest and transparent in the comments and let me know if you weren't feeling these lessons or if you were feeling these lessons, and then let me know based on all of the rules that we covered. And after you've done the calculations for yourself, after you've established your own targets of where you would like to be by budgeting category, let me know right here in the comments, what was your ultimate outcome? What was your ultimate outcome? So remember, your financial prosperity awaits you, and so does your financial sanity. You already know what I'm going to tell you to do, and that's what? Get to work. All right. Bye. The Debt Demolisher TV with Sophia Melone. The Debt Demolisher TV with Sophia